This is Blank You Should Watch, where I'll tell you what you should watch, why you should watch it, and what it's similar to. Let's go! Anime you should watch. GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. What it is. Akichi Onizuka is a 22-year-old ex-biker who decides to become a teacher for the best reason. Trying to seduce high school girls? Wait, what the fuck? What kind of anime am I recommending now? Yep, this is our hero. But he quickly changes from this path, and although he isn't smart, professional, or really a good teacher in any way, he's able to connect with his students on a more personal level, helping them through their issues. He somehow gets a teaching job at the private school called Holy Forest Academy and is put in charge of class 3-4, the worst class in the entire school. They've driven past teachers to insanity and even death. But it turns out that Onizuka is actually a good, kind-hearted person who's more than willing to put himself in harm's way or horribly inconvenience himself to protect his students. He's far from the perfect teacher, but he's the teacher that Class 3-4 needs. Why you should watch it. GTO is an anime that aired in Japan from June 1999 to September 2000 and is based on a shonen manga by Toru Fujisawa. It's a series that focuses on some serious issues like bullying, but it does it while having ridiculous, over-the-top characters and situations. Somehow it juggles the vast difference in its comedy style and its subject matter to make a show that is ridiculous, but incredibly fun to watch. It's able to portray its stories with enough heart and sincerity that makes it incredibly relatable. Hero? Onizuka is a fairly simple character to understand. He's a perverted ex-street tough with a heart of gold. Kind of like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, the previous anime I covered. Check that video out or whatever. But unlike Yusuke, Onizuka has little to no shame. Yusuke may have joked about being a pervert, but Onizuka is on a whole different level. But getting to Onizuka's strong points, he preaches a lot about respect between teachers and students. Teachers who respect their students and encourage them, bringing them up instead of pushing them down and degrading them, as well as students understanding that the teachers are people too, with their own lives and problems. What's really interesting about the show is his interactions with his students, who are all very distinct. Each has different baggage and problems that Onizuka helps them face, such as Noboru Yoshikawa, who is teased mercilessly by a group of female classmates who drive him to attempt suicide. He is saved and also nearly killed by Onizuka, who somehow survives a 5-story drop onto a car through the power of being buff as hell? I don't know, this is an anime. I watched this anime in dubbed, and although well-known and respected voice actor Steve Blum voices Onizuka, the rest of the cast is not quite as talented, so if you're so-so on dubs, definitely go for the sub. Some of the voices are just really, lacking, to put it kindly. Adding on to some flaws with the series, the animation isn't really that amazing, and I mean, I may have defended Yu Yu Hakusho even though it had old animation. Hey look, a second plug for the Yu Yu Hakusho episode, what are the odds? But GTO's animation isn't quite as good at all, and this series came out about 7 years after Yu Yu. Now, this isn't really a show that requires that level of animation, but every now and then it can look pretty poor in quality. Getting back to the positives, because this is a show about recommending blanks for you to watch, the comedy in this show is wonderful in my opinion. But if you're not a fan of over-the-top anime comedy, it's probably not gonna be your thing, because saying the humor is over-the-top is understating it. What it's similar to. For a similar anime, it's kinda hard to pin down. For comedy stylings, I would refer to some oddball series like DMC Detroit Metal City, a short, more comic strip-like manga about a normalish guy who has an alternate personality of a raunchy and crazed frontman for a death metal group called Detroit Metal City. It's really fucking weird, but if you like that comedy, then I'm sure you're gonna like GTO. But for the more slice-of-life drama and school atmosphere, I'd compare it to anime like School Rumble, which also features a ruffian as its main protagonist. GTO is one of those animes that, whenever I watch it, I wonder how a show like this can exist. It's odd, crude, and just flat-out strange at times. But it has a lot of sincere moments and a message that I think it conveys really well. It's also super fun to watch. Onizuka may not be the smartest guy around, but he is a great teacher. God, that was a terrible line to end this on. I need to fire my writer.
We've been doing this for so long, and yet it's come to this. We feel you've been treating us wrong, yet you sit there and insist. No, you two are great. Why don't you just wait? Just know this, there is no hate. But let me translate. We wish you the best of luck, but you guys are a bunch of schmucks. Playing with you guys is a real crime. We quit, for real this time.